Ladies and gentlemen, this may be, I feel like I've said this a couple times now, but this time I do truly mean it. This may be the most important game of the season. It's not only a final, it's not only a state final, but it's one of the biggest competitive rivalries in North Jersey in recent memory, where the MKA Cougars take on the Gill St. Bernard's Knights once again, this time not for the prep championship, but for the New Jersey Non-Public B Sectional Championship. My name is Ian Tratner. You are watching MKA TV, and this might feel a little bit deja vu-ish, as last time these two teams met was actually last Monday for the prep B title. MKA ended up winning that one 4-0. And here they are again, these two teams. We kind of expected them to match up in this tournament, the 1 seed being MKA and the 2 seed being Gill St. Bernard's, respectively. But the Cougars are obviously looking for a result very, very similar to the one that they had on Monday. And as we clearly saw, they have the talent to pull it off. These two teams have definitely gone back and forth in recent years, meeting up in finals, I think, every year since 2022, meeting up in at least one final. And they've been kind of split, but I do believe Gill might have the advantage by 1 game. 100% sure. New Jersey High School Sports appears on NJ.com is not working for me properly for me, so I can't check. But this is definitely the rivalry when it comes to MKA boys soccer. So I'm excited to see where this one's going to go. It's always a great game between these two, and the competitive spirit here could not be higher. It's a final, it's a rivalry, it's an incredible atmosphere. And so I am going to see you when the action starts up in about 5 to 6 minutes. Action hasn't quite started yet, but might as well. It feels good to remind you that at the same time as this, the MKA girls soccer team is playing their own NJSIAA sectional final, non-public B. They're the number 5 seed going up against number 2 DePaul Catholic. That's over on DePaul Catholic High School. You can find that stream. And later on today at 4 p.m. over at the MKA Middle School gym, the MKA volleyball team is playing in a final. So nothing but finals for today for the MKA sports teams. That's obviously an incredible sign of the quality, that talent that MKA has here. As we get closer to kickoff time, more and more students are showing up. Obviously, we do not. MKA does not have school today due to parent-teacher conferences, so students are going to have to show up of their own accord, and quite a few of them are. Stands are getting more and more filled. Teams are going into their final huddles. 40 minutes are on the clock, and I, again, cannot express how excited I am for this game. So, again, you don't always get an opportunity to call a championship game at your home field with your friends playing and people that you've cared about in front of. And that's everything you got to do. So, Gill's broken their huddle. Okay, haven't quite broken their huddle yet, as you can see. But once they do and get all set up, I'll start talking fast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this game is about to kick off. In the center here for Gill St. Bernard's, Giancarlo Sanchez and Brandon Ferrero started up. 40 minutes are on the clock. We're just waiting for everyone to get set and for the ref's whistle. Also, joining me here today is
Gannett Sheridan, Aubrey Goldstein,
Ellie Chung.
All right, thank you very much. And so, everyone seems to be set.
Wait, how do I turn this on? Is this your equipment?
No, it's the school's.
Oh, so click a button.
Ferrero,
Don't turn it on.
Sanchez sets up in the center. We're waiting for the whistle.
Ooh, this is so legit. Oh, I love this.
Whistle's blown. There we go. Kicking off now. Back to Felipe Zumbato in goal. Zumbato clears it up. Now taken by Braden Keegan of MKA. Over the head of Nick Carrascosa. Running onto it. Nitai Menace Stanley. Nitai now charging forward. Tripped up there by Andrew Smith of GSB, and they gain possession back. The Knights now running forward on that far wing. Passing the 50. Sends it up. Hits off the back, I believe, of Thomas Hunt, and that goes out of bounds. GSB get the throw here. Taking out Carter Sestaro. Starting out thrown here, taken out by CJ DK of MKA along that wing, taken back by GSB. Playing in the center, looking for, that is, I believe, Brandon Ferreira. Incorrect, that is Jackson Murray. Now cleared up by Carrascosa. Looking for a darting Gus Rosen. Rosen now under pressure from Sestaro. That is forced out of bounds. Throw in for MKA here, taken by Hunt. That was my phone falling to the ground. Amazing. Hunt now to take the throw on that far wing. States looks over his options. Plays it short to Nitai. Menace Stanley now. Chips it into the middle, into no man's land. Falls to the feet, I believe that's Derek Palmieri. Palmieri clears it out into midfield, headed up by Murray. Now taken by Palmieri. Intercepted there by Solomon Lucas. Lucas now charging forward into midfield, trying to skill some defenders out. Blasted off to that far wing. Thomas Hunt now charges forward. Hunt intercepted. Loose ball picked up by Lucas. Lucas trying to give it off to Nitai. Nitai right back to Lucas. Lucas gets pushed down there by Sestaro. No call from the ref. That's surprising. Ball now taken by Michael Marino. Out of bounds. Last touch by Hunt. GSB get the goal kick. Felipe Zimbato setting up a net. Quickly distributes off. Harry Finn now. Tries to give it back to Zimbato. Nitai almost got the interception. Right back to Finn, however. Finn running up that far wing. Nitai in pursuit. Trying to play it into midfield. Maybe not taken back, but it's kept in there by Gus Rosen. Very impressive there. Headed out by Braden Keegan off the GSB clearance. DK tries to head it over to Rosen. Out of bounds. Quick throw here for GSB. Ferreira. Trying to get it to the outstretched foot of Robbie Judd. Keegan passes it back to Jan Hania. The senior plays it out from net. Trying to get it to Carrascosa. Messed with there by Andrew Smith. Carrascosa gets it there. Carrascosa under pressure from Palmieri. Trying to play it off. Smith gets in the way. GSB back with possession. Smith plays it off to Palmieri. Palmieri runs into Noah Cesario. Or more accurately, I guess, Cesario ran into him. And Palmieri goes down and a bit slow to get up, but luckily he does get up in the end. GSB will get the free kick here. Zimbato to take the free kick. About the 49-yard line, one hash short of that center 50 here on this near wing. Zimbato gets it set up. Zimbato plays this one into the box, looking to that far corner. Headed out by, I believe that was Solomon Lucas. Now taken by Carrascosa. Carrascosa on a breakaway up that far wing. It's a couple of defenders to beat. Can't quite beat him cleanly. Ferreira gets in the way, and that is going to roll out of bounds. Nope. They're calling that save by Michael Marino. No, they're not. They're finally calling that out of bounds. Throw in MKA. Hunt to take it. Hunt at about the 37. Looking for Rosen. Trying to play it in the center. Intercepted there by GSB. Now taken by Murray. Now taken back by MKA. Solomon Lucas trying to play it up to a cutting Rosen. Rosen can't run onto that one. That's going to be a throw-in for GSB on that far wing. A lot of wing play so far for both teams. As expected, we saw something very similar to this in the game on Monday. MKA now. Lucas in midfield after a bit of a tie-up between DK and GSB player. Now Carrascosa, shot from outside the box, just over the bar. Hits that crossbar on that football goalposts. If that had gone in, it would be an absolute wonder goal, but instead, it's just a goal kick. Zimbato distributes quickly. Sestaro. Up this near wing to Smith. Smith under pressure, passes it off. Intercepted there by Cesario, kicked out. Pass attempt from Palmieri. That's going to be a throw in here for GSB. Smith gives over to Sestaro. Sestaro centers to the goalie Zimbato. Zimbato plays it out wide to Finn. Finn along that far wing. The pressure from DK and Rosen. So look for a long ball here. Keegan gets a head on it instead. And that one's going to roll out of bounds. Another throw in here for GSB. Taken by Sestaro. Sestaro quick in to Marino. Marino along the far wing under pressure from Rosen. DK once again. Out of bounds. Off of GSB. MKA get the throw. Quick throw here from Hunt. Misses the head of DK. Intercepted there by Marino. Out of bounds once again. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Hunt. Quick throw here over the head of DK, off of Marino once again, and out of bounds, another throw. This one, I believe, for GSB. Sestaro to take the throw. Distributes backwards to Finn. Finn centers to Zimbato. Zimbato at about the 15-yard line gives it right back to Finn along that far wing. Zimbato charging forward. Pretty much unpressured, skirting that sideline now. DK comes in, tries to play it into Ferreira. Ferreira can't collect it cleanly, looking to go down that wing. Misses Sestaro, and that's going to go out of bounds for another MKA throw. Hunt now. Big throw here, finds the head of DK, it's it forward. Rosen chips it forward, looking for a darting Nitai. Nitai running after it. Can he win the race? No, the ball rolls out of bounds before he can get to it. Another throw in here for GSB, but I do like the idea there. Sestaro now takes it for GSB. 25, chips this one forward, looking for, I believe that's Palmieri, but instead out of bounds. MKA throw here taken by Cesario. Quick throw here, looking for Carrascosa. He tips it, gives it to DK, trying to give it back to Carrascosa, instead intercepted by Ferreira. Ferreira now to Marino. Marino midfield, forced backwards now with Finn. Carrascosa still providing pressure. Zimbato and net chips this one up. Bit of a desperation move there. DK heads this one forward. Lucas trying to get onto it. Instead, that is Giancarlo Sanchez. Now Marino. GSB taking possession. Far wing, a chip into midfield. No, more going coast to coast. Intercepted there by Cesario. Cesario leaves out for Carrascosa along this near wing. Carrascosa at about the 45. To Lucas. Lucas trying to get it forward. Intercepted there by Sanchez. Marino now for GSB. Nitai getting pressure. Finn. Amanda Stanley still getting pressure. Finn. Amanda Stanley basically in lockstep there. Nitai manages to get the tackle off. Now taken by Gus Rosen of MKA. Rosen gives it up to Amanda Stanley. Nitai along the outskirts of the box. Pretty much parallel to the goal. Nitai charges in. Looks to center. Cleared out by Sanchez. Ball falls to Thomas Hunt, however. MKA still with possession. Now to Rosen. Rosen on the outskirts of the box, trying to find his way in from that far wing. Gets his way in. Can't keep the ball and falls down in the process. That one's going to roll out of bounds behind. Goal kick, GSB. Again, so far I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing from this MKA team. Not much to complain about. They just can't capitalize on the chances that they're getting. Finn now. Pressure from Rosen, passes this one up to Murray. Under pressure, Ferreira. Chipped in there from Sestaro. Headed down by Cesario into midfield. Carrascosa runs onto it. MKA now with possession. Carrascosa trying to beat Palmieri. Can't do it. The ball falls to West Naruki. Naruki loses it to Judd. GSB have a bit of offensive opportunity. No, they don't. MKA defense proving why this team is ranked 13th in the state, as MKA managed to quell that pretty quickly. Hunt trying to clear this one up. Out off of Sestaro of GSB, and MKA get another throw. Hunt now along that far wing for the throw. Takes a couple times. Now headed by DK. Finds Nitai. Amanda Stanley looking for a low shot. Roller is saved there by Zimbato. Now sets up in net, about the center of his box. Nitai gives pressure. He passes off to Finn on that far wing. Finn now at the 25 under pressure from Rosen. Played into midfield, intercepted by Ludlow. MKA now with possession. Ludlow trying to give it up to a running Rosen. Panetta might have gotten there first. If he did, that's a corner. He did not. That's a goal kick. Zimbato now to take it once again. About 30 minutes left in this half. Okay, definitely with the lion's share of possession and offensive opportunities, but as I said in the intro to this is going to be a very even game. Zimbato plays a 1-2 with Finn a couple times. Finn finally keeps it. Pressure from Rosen, trying to distribute off to Marino, intercepted there by Lucas. Now with Rosen, MKA with possession. Rosen kind of trying to give it to Hunt out of bounds. MKA get the throw, however.
What Elizabeth said.
Hunt along that far wing, about the 25. Looking forward. DK gets the head on it. Falls to GSB anyway. Sanchez now cutting through midfield under pressure from Lucas. Sanchez now going onto this near wing. Lucas still staying in lockstep. Cesario manages to keep that one out and maybe crush a little bit of momentum there. Fast attack is a lot more dangerous than a slow one. Palmieri. So over his options on this near wing. Cleared out by Ludlow. That's going to be a corner kick. No, throw-in. Quick throw here. from Renato Pineda. Pineda now sets up. Long throw, headed out by Keegan, I believe. Falls to the feet of Sanchez, blocked off of Keegan. Ball is still kept in. Cesario finally clears this one out. Nope, the ball was not kept in. That's going to be a corner here for GSB. Sanchez sets up. Pretty much the entire GSB team, besides maybe 3 or 4 players, is in the box. Everyone seems to be looking for that back corner. Sanchez sets up. Takes a few steps back. GSB have an opportunity here. They are facing off against... Off the hands of Hania. Now Ludlow takes possession for MKA. Ludlow trying to play it up to Carrascosa. Carrascosa can't quite run onto it. No, yes he can! Carrascosa now with some open room in front of him. This is a Solomon Lucas who's completely unmarked. Lucas takes a long shot. Oh! So nearly a goal there! About as close as you can get. Solomon Lucas almost took advantage of a beautiful counterattack, but couldn't quite get the finish. That might have been off by inches. Okay, now...
That was tough. This is why I'm not doing this.
Michael Marino now for GSB. Marino along this near wing, along this far wing, excuse me. It's Murray. Murray forced out of bounds by MKA. Throw in here. Hunt now. Off the head of DK, falls right back to Hunt. And I think that's just going to be another MKA throw from the exact same spot. Hunt. DK heads it forward. Rosen heads it forward. Ball's in the air, a bit of a header match here. Loose ball collected by DK, still under pressure. DK dragged down to the ground, and that's going to be a foul. Well earned there from CJ. That looked like it was not fun. Judd and Keegan looking to be into a bit of a argument there about where the foul was and where the ball should be placed. Jan to take the goal kick, or no, free kick. Jan, the senior goalie, currently committed to Harvard for soccer. He looks to have a very, very bright future ahead of him in this sport. Very lucky to have him. Hania, absolute laser down there. Aired away by GSB, and that one's going to roll out of bounds. MKA get the throw here, taken by Hunt in a much better position than they were before. Hunt gives it right to Rosen, so long as near wing, or far wing. Hunt gets fouled there on the pass to DK, and that's going to be another free kick for MKA, this one in a very dangerous position. Carrascosa now lines up to take the free kick. Carrascosa been an absolute rock of this team for the past 4 years, ever since he was a freshman. He's been contributing over 100 points here. MKA soccer team. Another one who I believe has a very bright future. Carrascosa sets up. Plays it into the box. Headed out by GSB. Rosen trying to collect the loose ball. Rosen battling against Ferreira. Leaves this one for Keegan. Keegan's still under pressure. Chips this one up through to Gus. Rosen. He's going to open Lucas. Chips this one up, and the kick is good. Into the Flacco yard it goes between the goalposts, and that's going to be a goal kick for GSB. Zimbardo now sets up. Just under 24 minutes left to go in this half. Zimbardo off the goal kick. Plays it into midfield here. Keegan headering it forward. Nitai trying to run onto it. GSB gained back possession. Intercepted there by DK. Gives it up to Jimenez Stanley. Nitai trying to run forward. DK managing to get it. Jimenez Stanley, DK. Carrascosa not quite sure. A bit of a loose ball situation here, as Giancarlo Sanchez was tripped up in the process, and that's going to be a free kick for GSB. Zimbardo playing this one forward. Keegan heads this one right to the hands of Anya. And MKA have clean possession, no threat from GSB. The Knights currently looking like they're taking a bit of a back seat. So MKA has definitely had more offensive chances so far, similar to what we saw once again last Monday. His goal kick, still a bit loose, cleared out there by Finn of GSB. Off the head of Robbie Judd, whistle is blown. MKA, I believe, get the foul. Free kick here for the Cougars, taken now by Jan. Anya lines up for the free kick. About the 40-yard line, their own. Floated into the box there from Jan. Intercepted there by GSB and cleared out. Wes Naruki trying to run onto it. Naruki collides with Judd there. Kept in by Hunt, but right to the GSB. Marino, under pressure from Menace Stanley, gives it off to this near wing with Smith. Pressure from Carrascosa right back into midfield with Marino. Forced back now with Panetta. Panetta still with it, along that far wing now with Finn. Trying to play it into midfield. Ferreira dispossessed there by Max Ludlow. Lucas now takes it from MKA, leaves it off for Hunt. Hunt, a slide there from, I believe that is Harry Finn. It's a throw-in for GSB. And there's another out of bounds off the throw. GSB once again with the throw. Throw here intercepted by Keegan, cleared up and off of the roof of the Cougar bench. Another throw in here for GSB. Taken by Bodie Godfrey Ryan. Ryan low throw here, intercepted by Naruki, cleared out. And I believe that's Brandon Ferreira. No. Harry Finn's just going to let that one roll out of bounds. Godfrey Ryan with another throw for the Knights. Throw intercepted by Keegan off the header. Cleared out there by Panetta. Judd and Naruki both battling for it, into the hands of Henya, out of them, and cleared out by Jan after a battle. Parents are going wild. Lucas collects for MKA. Gives it over to Naruki. Naruki now up to Ludlow in midfield. Ludlow loses that one there to Murray. Judd now for GSB, playing this one into no man's land. Not sure if that was a through pass to someone who just didn't run or what, but Hania now collects in goal. Under pressure, clears it up this near wing, looking for Carrascosa. Headered out there by Smith, and that's going to be an MKA throw. MKA managed to survive that barrage of attacks from the Knights. Itai now battling for it, wins it right back into the box. DK shoots, punched away by Zimbardo. What an opportunity there, and what a save from Felipe Zimbardo. I thought for sure that was going to be a goal, but Zimbardo managed to just punch that one right out of there. Remember, the Cougars are absolutely knocking on the door, and as one of the parents said straight to the left of me, the goal is coming. Corner here for MKA. Carrascosa sets up. Floats this one into the box. DK gets a head on it, but that's out of bounds. Who are they calling that out off of? They're calling that one out of GSB, and MKA get another corner here. Another opportunity for the Cougars to score. Carrascosa sets up. Low one into the box. Lucas. Goal! MKA! Solomon Lucas from the rolling pass from Nick Carrascosa puts the Cougars up 1-0. What a goal there! Solomon Lucas takes what can be described as maybe not ideal feed, or maybe it was exactly what Nick wanted. Either way, Solomon capitalizes on it perfectly and puts the Cougars up. 1-0 here now from Van Brunt as GSB set up. Sanchez now passes back to Zimbato. Zimbato looking for a long pass. Headed forward there by Lucas, the goal scorer. Now back with GSB. Palmieri playing it through to Ferreira. Ferreira under pressure from Ludlow. Loses it there. Cesario finally clears that one out off the corner flag. Barely still in instead of a corner kick. That's going to be a throw-in. Not sure for whom. I believe it's going to be a throw-in. Yep, it's going to be a throw-in for GSB. Sanchez now sets up for the corner. There is a little thing. Whoa! Ball into the box. Falls to the feet. Jan barely saving it. That one is in the net. I'm not sure how they're counting that. I'm not even sure who scored that one. But GSB immediately equalized there. Now it's 1-1. That was an absolute scrum of players in the goal. And Jan, players from both teams, Jan made one save, couldn't make the second. And I'm not blaming him for that goal whatsoever. 1-1 now, Carrascosa sets up from the center. Carrascosa now plays it back for Keegan. Keegan clears this one forward, misses everyone, and falls to Zimbato. Zimbato, under pressure from Menace Stanley, rolls it over to Finn. That one goes out of bounds. Thrown here for MKA. Hunt quickly gives it to DK, who can't quite make the header. Ferreira looks to find Godfrey Ryan out of bounds. Missed pass. Throw in once again for MKA. Hunt. Ease it for Menace Stanley. Nitai gives it right back to Thomas Hunt. Under pressure from Godfrey Ryan. Keegan now running forward for MKA along the outskirts of the box. Gets a bit shut there by Marino. Keeps it in. Still keeping possession there. Finally cleared out by GSB. Ferreira on the clearance. That one's going to bounce out of bounds. Caught there by coach, I believe, by the coach of GSB, who also have the thrower in front of their own bench. Godfrey Ryan to take it on that far wing. Quick throw here, intercepted by MKA. Naruki clears this one up, cleared back out by Smith. Onto it, Palmieri and Cesario. Cesario wins the race. That's going to be a throw-in for MKA. Cesario, throw it headed up by Palmieri of GSB. Bit of a header battle here. Well, finally falls to the ground, Ferreira. Palmieri gives on up to Murray. Sanchez gives it to Ferreira. Ferreira under pressure from Ludlow. Whoa, no foul. Cleared out by MKA and Wes Naruki. Ferreira, absolutely obvious dive there. Instead of a penalty, which would not have been deserved in the slightest. It's a throw here. Pineda looking for the long throw into the box. Pineda throws this one up, header down, falls to the feet of Ferreira. And that shot from Ferreira almost put the Knights up there. Instead, it's just going to be a goal kick. Shot missed low to the right. Pena. So to Keegan. Keegan laterals it over to Naruki, now on this near wing. Gives it to Carrascosa. Carrascosa turns. Serves options. Cuts inside. Cuts more inside. Gives this one over to Ludlow. Ludlow on that far wing there. Trying to give it up to Rosen. Rosen managing to collect. Whistling that down for... Are they calling that offsides? Zimbato, this one up, headered out. Not sure if that was off of Godfrey Ryan or Hunt. They're calling that out off of Hunt. Godfrey Ryan to take the throw for GSB. That far wing at about the 33. Plays it in there. The entire pack of Cougar defenders kind of collapses in on GSB there. Tanya's goal kick falls in no man's land, headed down by Smith. Now taken by Finn, I believe. Nope, that is Michael Marino. Marino plays off to Palmieri. Palmieri under pressure from Cesario. Taken now by Nitai. Nitai leads for Carrascosa. Carrascosa trying to drive through Harry Morrow on the clearance there. Out off of Giancarlo Sanchez right in front of the Cougar stands. That's going to be thrown for MKA. Cesario. You can see the student section here. Absolutely packed right now. Carrascosa trying to play it in. No one was there. Cleared out by GSB. Hunt rolls it back to Hania and net. Hania laterals it over to Naruki on this near wing. Naruki at about the 27 gives it right back to Jan and net. Jan low one through the middle. Not quite sure that's what he wanted to do. Easily intercepted there by Marino. Marino running forward. Marino offense opportunity. Hania into the box, into the net. And GSB get the goal. They're not that looked like a clear offsides to me. I don't know about you, Gannett, but
I think that was offsides.
that fans are calling offsides. I thought that was offsides. If you roll back the tape, you can make your own judgment. But right now, Cougars are down 2-1.
Isn't this the team that they beat 4-0?
This is the team that they beat 4-0 on Monday. This is, however, a very...
Maybe it's just the prep, because last year I remember they beat them in the finals. Oh, well, no, in the Prep B finals last year, but they lost to them.
So it's the exact same scenario here as Nitai gets kind of thrown down there off of a tackle. They're not calling a foul, however, and that's just going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick. Zimbato. Down over to, I believe that is Marino. Okay, take back possession off of that. Keegan gives it right back to Hania and net. Hania leaves that one for Naruki. Naruki now running up this near wing. Shifts this one up to Nitai. Menace Stanley. Centers to Lucas. Lucas along this near wing. Tries to get it up. Intercepted there by Smith. MKA get the throw, however. Cesario on the throw. Whistle down, substitution on the field. For MKA, coming on Matthias Learman, coming off Gus Rosen. Cesario, it's over the throw. To right to DK. Chips this one up for Nitai. Menace Stanley now given in the center, cleared out by Marino. Naruki looking to let that one roll out of bounds. Cesario now gets the throw for MKA. Throw here goes to DK. DK heads it in the midfield. Marino and Carrascosa battling for it. Carrascosa wins that. Gives it right to Learman. Matias and Carrascosa collide there. And taken by Sanchez for GSB. Sanchez gives it over to Ferreira. Ferreira can't quite hang on to it cleanly, and Keegan barely keeping that one in bounds. Absolutely tripped up there by, I believe that was Godfrey Ryan. And he didn't even have possession. I believe that should have been a card, at least a yellow. But it's not. I am not here to referee. I am here to commentate. It's going to be a free kick here for MKA nonetheless. Hania to take it along this near wing at right around the 45, maybe the 44. Hania from that far wing. Float this one in. And he does float it in. Caught there by Zimbato. Quickly thrown off to Ferreira. Ferreira under pressure from Cesario. Forced out of bounds there. Substitution on the field now for GSB. The Knights bring off Bodie Godfrey Ryan and bring on Henry Rizmanewski. Quick throw in here for GSB. Ferreira under pressure from Hunt. Both fall down. Nitai along that wing. They're calling that out off of MKA. GSB get another throw. Taken now by Palmieri. There are 10 minutes left. SB now. Cleared out by Keegan. This one's floating. Collected, corralled in by Smith. Smith trying to play it forward, intercepted by Lucas. Lucas playing this one forward into no man's lane, taken now by Panetta. Panetta centers to Finn. Harry Finn under pressure from Carrascosa. Finn now along this far wing. Going to chip this one up. Falls to Keegan. Keegan centers to Naruki. Naruki from the 25 looking to chip this one up the far wing. Cesario trying to run onto it. Header down there by Panetta. Rizmanewski plays it in to Morrow. Harry Morrow. Play this one forward. Naruki gets on the tackle but can't quite get possession back. Marino now from midfield gives it over to Sanchez. Sanchez down this near wing with Rizmanewski. Plays it in now to Morrow. Morrow even further backwards to Smith. Smith back to Morrow. Now Morrow running through midfield looking for that far wing. Finds who I believe is Sestaro. Sestaro trying to play it up. Collected by Hunt. Hunt leaves it for Hania. Clears it out into midfield. Headered up there by Panetta. Panetta and Matias both battling for it. Panetta wins. Plays it now to Rizmanewski on this near wing. Rizmanewski gives it back to Sanchez. Sanchez loses it there. MKA trying to get possession back. Rizmanewski running onto it, however. Playing it further back now at their own 30 is Panetta for GSB. Plays it off to that far wing with Finn. The pressure from Nitai. Cleared out. Kept. Nope. Not quite kept in by Hunt, but K now with the throw. Hunt to take it. Arcing throw finds the head of DK. Nitai battling for it with Finn out of bounds. They're calling that out off of Finn. No, they're calling that out off of... Yeah, no, out off of Nitai. Took me a minute there. Finn now, I believe, to take it. Looking forward. Ferreira under heavy pressure. Pass is stifled in there. Ferreira manages to keep possession. That one's out of bounds. Possession.
Wow, you are updated. Are they winning? 0-0.
Yeah. If you were wondering for an update on the girls' soccer games, that one goes out of bounds once again. Another GSB throw. Nope, never mind. An MKA throw here. Hunt to take it on far wing. Girls' soccer update. Currently tied 0-0 with about 8:45 left to go in the first half. Naruki now playing this one forward. Zimbato trying to collect. Collides with Nitai. Ball is loose. No foul on either player. Zimbato collects. Long throw here finds the feet of, I believe that's Panetta. Panetta and DK looking in lockstep. Palmieri loses it to DK. DK up to Hunt. Hunt looking forward to Nitai. Nitai trying to find it. Ty and Finn battling for it. Finn wins that one. GSB back with possession. Plays it in the field. Intercepted there by MKA. Matias plays it backwards to Keegan. About 6 minutes left to go in this half. Keegan now forward finds Hunt. Hunt under a bit of pressure. Cut inside. Played out by Ferreira. MKA collect once again with Lucas. Lucas leaves it back for Naruki, who leaves it even further back for Hania. Jan now on the outskirts of his box. Leaves the confines about the 15 now. Play this one forward. DK on the header forward. Carrascosa's played in. Carrascosa running onto it. Ball is still loose, but MKA couldn't capitalize on the opportunity. Smith playing this one up the near wing. Lucas manages to get on possession. 5:30 left to go here. To midfield now with Learman. Matias playing this one backwards to Keegan. Keegan now to Cesario. Yeah. Naruki plays it over to Keegan. Right back to Naruki on 30. Plays it forward in the midfield. Lucas a bit wide open under pressure now, however. Still running forward with it. Intercepted there by Marino. GSB with possession. Tias in lockstep with Marino, trying to get a tackle off, but can't quite make him lose possession. Lucas and Hunt collapse in on Marino now. Under pressure from, I believe that is Hunt. Finn plays this one forward. Ludlow falls down. Lucas comes up with it. MKA with possession. Ball played through. CJ now. DK played through to Carrascosa. Offsides, and Zimbato clears that one out. And also, there is a GSB player down. Very slow to get up.
He's fine, bro.
That is, I believe, Brandon Ferreira. Time is stopped here. It's fine. They just stopped the clock for an injury. This is something that sometimes happens, not always. It's kind of inconsistent. Ferreira walks off with an apparent injury, looked to be fine. Zimbato now, clearing out of the goal kick. Keegan heads it up, Ludlow heads it forward, so does Nitai. Carrascosa looks to run onto it, and he does. And Carrascosa along that far wing looks to cut inside. Leaves it for Nitai. Nitai didn't really know it was being left for him. Keegan now plays it over his defender's head, over a second defender's head, over all of the defenders' heads. What skill from the senior. MKA, however, not able to capitalize on it as GSB wins it right back. Ludlow heads it down off the clearance. Hunt trying to skirt the sideline there, playing up the wing.
More cinematic in person.
Where's Minuski now to take the throw? All right, Zimbato now sets up in net after a okay-ish offensive opportunity from MKA. Should be short to Smith. Smith looking further up to win. Palmieri. Now with Sanchez. Just plays it through. Now to that is Ishan Magao. Again, Sanchez to Magao. Taken now back by MKA. Lucas looking to clear that one out. Lucas now. Plays it up to Carrascosa. Carrascosa leaves it to Matias. Matias can't quite get onto it in time. GSB take it back. Miguel plays it up to Sanchez. Sanchez just about entering the box, however, well guarded by Naruki. Under pressure from Cesario. Sanchez forced out. Palmieri. Palmieri chips it into the box. And right out of the box it goes, cleared out by Hunt. Wismanuski and Nitai both chasing after it menacingly, and Wismanuski neither can catch up to it as we have under 2 minutes left to go in this half. Quick throw in here from Wismanuski. Sestaro. Down this near wing here for Palmieri. Running forward is Cesario. Bit too much force on that run. Clock is stopped, and that's a yellow card there for Noah Cesario. And as much as I am an MKA homer, I do have to say that one is earned. That was a very, very rough tackle. Less of a tackle, more of just a slam. Free kick now for GSB. Sanchez is going to take it from about the 38-yard line in MKA territory. Sanchez. Just went into the box, not quite where we wanted it. Keegan collects and clears right out. Carrascosa looking to run onto it. He can't. Headed away by Panetta now with Sanchez. Sanchez looking to chip this one up, way out of bounds. Quick throw in here for Ludlow. Ludlow doesn't know why he's taking the throw, but he has it's just about 1 minute left. He doesn't really have a choice. Smith, it's back for GSB, headed back by Lucas, taken back by MKA. Ludlow to Keegan. Keegan looking up the far wing to Hunt. Hunt chipping this one up to Nitai. Nitai with a bit of space in front of him, but Nitai plays it into Matias, just barely though. Matias plays it back for, that's Noah Glossifer. Glossifer gives it over to Lucas. Lucas, long shot! Oh, off the corner! Okay, still possession. Kusa plays it in, cleared out by Palmieri, falls right back to Lucas. 40 seconds left. That ball is out off of...
Oh, it's ours. It's ours.
Out of GSB MKA with 30 seconds left to go. Ludlow, quick throw here to Skosa. Skosa playing up this near wing, plays it in. Still anyone's possession. Smith now, GSB. Ludlow battling for it. They're calling that a foul. How? How is that a foul?
He got the ball.
Wait, the clock's still running.
The clock is still running. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to call it off of a very controversial final foul call. And MK exit the first half down 2-1. Off of there's been quite a bit of controversy so far in this game. But KTV will return for the second half. So we'll see you in just a few minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of action here from Van Brunt Field. Your Cougars are currently down 2-1 as Nick Carrascosa kicks off in this in this state sectional final game against Gill St. Bernard's. Max Ludlow leaves it for Thomas Hunt now on this near wing. Hunt gives it up to Gus Rosen. Rosen gets tackled there by Carter Sestaro, called out off of MKA. GSB gets the throw. Sestaro to take it. Quick throw here to Robbie Judd. Judd plays this one forward. Braden Keegan runs onto it into goal with Jan Hania. And trying to give it off to Thomas Hunt. Hunt can't quite run onto it. That's going to be another out of bounds, another throw here for Sestaro and GSB. Noah Glossifer gives it over to Solomon Lucas. Lucas, the sole goal scorer for MKA. Straight back to Sestaro. Keegan now collects under pressure from Judd. Forced out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for MKA. Hania uses it for Weston Aruki there. Aruki along this wing, headed down by Ludlow. They're calling that a handball. Play is whistled down. That's going to be a free kick. I completely forgot. My name's Ian Tratner. I'm joined by
Gannett Sheridan,
who now has a mic. So you've been watching the entire game with me. What do you think the Cougars are doing right, and what do you think they could be doing better to actually get this lead back?
I think that when they go on the offensive, like blue always has it's very energetic. But I think that when it's in the defensive past our defensive 50, we have a problem getting it out.
Yeah, we definitely need to get better at some clearances, as demonstrated there. We just got lucky with a goal kick. Keegan now distributes over to Naruki. Naruki now, Cesario to Ludlow, now to Nick Carrascosa. Carrascosa chipping this one up, playing with that energy that just mentioned. Rosen trying to chip this one up, finds Carrascosa. Carrascosa can't quite beat Andrew Smith on defense there. However, gets it right back. Carrascosa now cuts into the box, header down! Gus Rosen's header meets a sliding Carter Sestaro. That's out of bounds, but the momentum is definitely back in MKA's favor.
Yes.
Carrascosa now lines up a corner. Into the box, punched up by Felipe Zimbato. Goes back behind, and we're going to do that entire thing once again. That's my bag. Carrascosa lines up again. Into the box. Headed away there by Smith, while still in a very nice offensive position for MKA. Taken back by Naruki. That's out of bounds. GSB get the throw. It's going to be taken by Derek Palmieri. Taken back by MKA now. Ludlow trying to play it up the wing off the face of Carrascosa, and GSB win this one back.
You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that state sectionals just seem to be a problem for the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, they faced off against GSB in this tournament finals specifically a couple of times now, despite earlier wins in the prep finals. This is a back-to-back theme. They've lost to, last year they lost to Gill in this exact same final after winning in the prep finals. They won in the prep finals last Monday against Gill, and they're running into the exact same issue as Giancarlo Sanchez runs forward. He gives it off to Brandon Ferreira. Ferreira's shot is saved there by Hania. Hania rolling it out to a cutting Hunt. Hunt now along his near wing, leaving for Rosen. Gus Rosen trying to get it past Harry Finn there. Finn and Hunt collide. Finn wins. Finn kicks that one out. Quick throw in here for Hunt. Gives it to Lucas. Lucas looking for Carrascosa on that far wing. Instead, Palmieri tracks it down on the header. Ludlow trying to battle through. Ludlow and Ferreira. Ludlow tackles Ferreira there, and they're calling that a foul. I'm kind of 50-50 on that. What do you think?
I don't think that was a foul.
Again,
he was going. It was all ball. He was going.
It was. He went for the ball. I guess he did trip over it. Yeah, I guess Ferreira did trip over Ludlow, but that was completely unintentional. But we are not here to referee. We are here to commentate. So, Zimbato now lines up at the 44. We've seen a lot of free kicks from this exact same spot. Half of them have just been from there. Zimbato floats this one over. Hania manages to clear that one out, but falls straight to
another foul.
Okay. Michael Marino, that draws the foul from Nitai, and that
was not a foul.
Egregious. Time is stopped. Is Nitai going to get a yellow for this?
Stop with the lectures. Stop. Just ref the game. It's not about you.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Mr. Cesario.
Cesario there, absolutely kind of ripping into the ref as he gives up a free kick in a very, very nice spot for GSB. I have enough faith in the Cougar defense, however. They're going to get this done and dusted. The wall from left to right is Wes Naruki, Braden Keegan, Max Ludlow, and Thomas Hunt. And the wall in net is Jan. Pushing forward, Hania off the corner. That was insane, to say the least.
Close call.
Very close
for
call.
the
Okay, down goes Rosen, and MKA finally get a foul back.
There we go.
That one was earned, unlike maybe some of the GSB fouls, but you didn't hear that from me. Haney on the free kick, quickly plays it up. And for Carrascosa, headed away by Smith instead, headed right back in by Lucas. Headed away by Smith once again. Are they calling another foul?
Wow.
All right. This is
These are some calls, Raf.
very interesting calls here. Zimbardo gives it up to Smith. Smith now down to Finn. Finn under pressure from Rosen. Finn's pass goes straight to the back wall there, as Thomas Hunt in his rush to get a throw-in off for MKA kind of loses the ball. Hunt now, looking for Rosen. Headed away by Sestaro. Solves to Solomon Lucas. Lucas centers to Naruki, MKA with possession. He looking up for Carrascosa, can't find him, goes beyond all the defenders, and Zimbardo collects in his box. Zimbardo at about the edge of the end zone with the soccer under pressure from Nitai and Stanley. Picked up by Zimbardo, rolled out now to Panetta. Now Panetta, it's it over to Jackson Murray. Sestaro plays it in the center with Sanchez. Sanchez looking for Smith. Smith didn't know that he was supposed to run after that ball, and that's going to roll out of bounds. Cesario going to take the throw here. Now Cesario, pump fakes one throw.
It is windy out
It is very cold and very windy. I'm impressed that these players are still playing to the standard that they are. Cesario loses that one to Robbie Judd. Luke gets it right back, however. Gives it back to Naruki. Naruki now centers to Ludlow. Ludlow now to Noah Glossifer. Glossifer looking for Hunt. Hunt leaves it for Rosen. Rosen wasn't quite aware of that, and that's intercepted by GSB. Pass from GSB intercepted by MKA. Pass intercepted by GSB. Murray gives it off to Sestaro. Sestaro into midfield. Judd and Cesario battling for it. Now taken by Sanchez of GSB. Intercepted now by Carrascosa. MKA with possession along that far wing. Plays it into Lucas. Lucas running through midfield now. Ships it forward looking for Nitai or Ludlow. Either one. Either way, it's going to roll out of bounds. I think that... I'm surprised that Andrew Smith never touched that. His goal kick now quickly taken. Zimbardo gives it off to Finn on this near wing. Finn box into the ball, into the student section, deflected out there by Charlie O'Hara and Nathan Kissel. Hunt. Now to Glossifer. Glossifer further back to Keegan, still along this near wing. Laterals it over in the center to Naruki. Naruki now to Cesario. Cesario plays a 1-2 with Ludlow. Trying to pick it up. Now with Lucas. Lucas playing it through to Carrascosa. Carrascosa cuts inside. Beats some pressure. Shot is wide there. Or I guess narrow, so to speak. It missed closer to the wing he was entering and then the wing he was missing.
Well, what I've noticed is that I think that the Cougars have a record of making a number of attempts to score, and then
they just can't
just
capitalize.
having one burst of energy that ultimately leads to a goal. So hopefully that'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, they've absolutely got the pressure on. They've had the attempts. They just can't capitalize on them. Running forward now. Inside, headed away by Keegan. Ludlow trying to run on. Forward by Sanchez, collected now by Lucas. Lucas now gives it right back to Ludlow. MKA with possession. Laterals it over to Hunt in a wide open area. Looking to go coast to coast here, finding Carrascosa.
What a foul.
Finally finds him. Carrascosa trying to run onto that one. Long ball looking for Nitai in the box. Can't find him. Sestaro, however. Nitai wins it right back. Out lateral it here. Plays it into Rosen. Rosen cuts inside. Right in front, and Zimbardo makes the save, and that's going to be an MKA corner. If you were interested in a score update for the girls' game, DePaul now lead 1-0 as the second quarter starts up. About 32 minutes left to go in that one. Karos Costa now sets up from the corner. Low one into the box, similar to how they scored last time. That one is chipped up and out by Wes Naruki. It's going to be a goal kick.
My knees are shaky.
Yeah, no, it is very cold up here. Zimbardo's goal kick goes beyond everyone, cleared out by Naruki. Back in by Finn, now collected by Karos Kosa. Shipped forward by Cesario. Headed away by Lucas. Karos Kosa managing to run on. Out off of Smith. The ref caught that one. He was trying to skirt the sideline there. Maybe looked like he kept it in. Ref was having none of that.
He just kicked it. He just kicked it.
Is that not allowed?
I don't think so. I think that's might be a little bit of a delay of game.
Out of bounds now. Another throw in here. This one for GSB. As Karos Kosa couldn't collect cleanly. Whew, it's very cold as Noah Glasser now sets up. Plays it back to Keegan. Keegan now charging forward, or no, charging sideways, I guess. Playing it forward now to Rosen. Rosen trying to play it into Lucas. Lucas can't run onto it. Cleared out by Carlos Sanchez. Keegan now collects, laterals it over to Naruki from the far wing, from the near wing to the far wing. Naruki under pressure from Judd. Gives it back to Keegan. Let's go. Keegan chipping this one forward. Find Karos Kosa or someone. Wynn took that one maybe. Cesario, however, comes down with it. Plays it through now. Ludlow on the wing. Plays it in, cleared out there by Panetta. Smith now skirting the sideline for GSB. On that far wing, Karos Kosa giving pressure, plays it in now to Ferreira. Ferreira finds Marino. GSB now charging forward with some speed. Cesario managing to not touch that one as that's going to roll out of bounds. I believe MK's. Yep, MK is going to get the throw. Whew. So cold. The throw in here out off of Karos Kosa. GSB gets the throw now. Another throw in here for GSB. Throw finds Judd. Judd plays it forward to absolutely no one, and that's going to roll behind the net for a goal kick. Hania to take it, MK with possession. Does it short now to Keegan. Keegan running forward with some speed and some space. Plays it through, finds Rosen. Rosen plays it to Hunt. Hunt trying to play it back. No one there, however. Marino now takes over. Marino plays it forward for GSB. Headed away by Keegan, now finds Lucas. Lucas under heavy pressure. Manages to beat all of his defenders, now has some room to run. Lucas absolutely bodied down there by Harry Finn. Clock is stopped. Yellow card is given. And that's going to be a free kick. That looked, that did not look good.
There was absolutely no going for the ball with that.
That was, again, quite literally just body-on-body contact, just a full slam. Karos Kosa sets up to take the free kick.
You know, the good thing about soccer is there's so much time to make something happen. So hopefully the Cougars can make something happen.
I've seen them come back from worse, and I've seen them beat this team by a pretty sizable margin on Monday. So they have the talent, they just need to capitalize on it. To the box now, cleared out. Murray now, Rosen collects however for MKA. Rosen plays it way backwards now, Hania in net. Hania ships this one forward, looking for Keegan on the wing. Keegan headers at center, now finds DK. CJ DK looking to play even further in the center. Karos Kosa takes it right back from the GSB defender. Kosa tackled down, still managing to keep possession, now gives it over to Lucas. Lucas now Ludlow. Ludlow chipping it into the box, out of reach of DK. Cleared out by GSB. Lucas over battling for it. Ferreira clearing this one out. Judd heading forward, collected by Naruki of MKA. Gives it to Hania. Hania lines up a goal kick. That's a absolute. These are there. They're forward. What?
His own guy.
Are they calling that? What? Did they call that?
They did.
You're awful.
That was a 2 against 1. All right.
Well,
Sure. Zimbardo now lines up the free kick. 22. Gets it to the opponent's 22. They're calling that offsides, and maybe a foul. I don't care. MKA back with possession. Hania lines it up quickly.
oh.
Do you know how many balls have been moving on the other side? What's the time wasting, Rick?
Yes, he lined it up too quickly, as now they're going to do it again. From,
Wasting about 30 seconds off the clock.
yep, this is egregious. Keegan now gives it over to the midfield, Glossifer. Looking down now for, I believe that is Naruki. Keep playing it low, finds
What
an
a
open
ball.
Solomon Lucas. What a play there. Lucas finds Hunt. Hunt chips it into the box.
What a ball!
Intercepted there by Marino, and they're calling it offsides anyway. Zimbardo now sets up in net. Checking this one up, Zimbardo. Headed away by Judd. MKA collects with Keegan along this near wing. And booting this one up, looking at midfield. Headed away by Harry Morrow. Falls to Naruki of MKA. Karaskosa collects. MKA with a bit of an offensive opportunity now, maybe a loud one. Karaskosa still running forward, gives it off. Sliding, Sestaro intercepts that pass. Someone's car alarm is going off. Quick throw to Hunt. From Hunt.
Whoa!
Sestaro absolutely tackles Karaskosa down. Another throw in for MKA. Whose car is that? Like, seriously. Thank you. Finally a foul for MKA. As Karaskosa gets ready to take a free kick from a very, very nice spot. About 22 minutes left in this game. Karaskosa kind of fighting against the wind here, obviously not what he wants. The wind keeps moving the ball, so he keeps having to reset it. It's just, dude, just, at this point, just, like, let it cook. Into the box it goes.
That's a rough one.
Header in by Keegan, headed right back out. Falls to Keegan. Keegan plays it over the head of his defender. GSB, however, collects. Sestaro now running along the sideline. Cesario trying to intercept. Gets it back. Uses it for Hania. Hania boots this one forward. DK looking to get on the other end of it. Header down instead by Andrew Smith. Palmieri gives it right back to Zimbardo. Zimbardo squibs that one. Not the angle he wanted to get. And MKA get a throw in here from a very, very nice spot. Hunt takes a quick throw to Keegan. Keegan under pressure from Judd. Beats his defender. Well done with the spin move there. Naruki over that far wing with Cesario.
I do think that the seniors on the MKA team bring a lot of skill and maturity to the game.
No, absolutely. I've seen these seniors play for the last three or so years as I've been doing this. And, Max Ludlow gets a bit tied up there for Giancarlo Sanchez. But I was saying, I've seen these seniors play for a while. I mean, Jan I've seen play for just this year. And maybe a bit of sophomore year, but these are my friends. These are people who I'm in the same grade as. I've seen these guys evolve as people and as players, so I definitely see what you're talking about. Zimbardo now lines up the goal kick. Boots this one forward. Keegan collects, now with Hania. About 20 minutes left to go. Let's hope my battery lasts that long. Hania boots this one up, looking for Rosen. Can't find him cleanly, and that's out of bounds off of MKA. GSB get the throw here. Sestaro, quick throw. Intercepted there by Hunt. Lucas now Gives it back over to Hunt on this near wing. Out of bounds off of Sestaro. Sestaro got that like he was going in for the throw, but MKA get that. Hunt now to Lucas. Solomon Lucas now charging forward, trying to play it through. Sestaro gives it right to CJ DK. DK finds Cesario.
Ooh, double
GSB now. Trying to charge forward with this one. Palmieri.
That was a good ball.
Over to Sanchez. Sanchez chips this one up. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Well done there by, that is Noah Cesario on the tackle. They're calling that out off of Noah, I suppose, as it's now a corner. And it's getting colder by the minute. I would not blame you if you went down.
Oh, it's okay.
How is Sam in just a quarter zip?
I don't know.
Jamie, man, you gotta tell me your secrets. Corner kick goes over everyone's head and just falls out of bounds behind the net. MK with the
Jan taking
goal
it
kick.
quickly.
Jan wanting to take it quickly, trying to catch the GSB defense off guard. I'm sure they don't have enough time to reset. Hunt now charging forward. Plays it into DK. DK plays it to Lucas.
Good ball.
Lucas trying to play this one forward. Blocked down by GSB. Ferreira now. Moves it over to Sanchez. Just on that far wing. Ferreira goes down in midfield. Gets back up quick, however. Marino. Moro. Sestaro under pressure from Carrascosa loses it. Keegan plays it into midfield. Intercepted, however, by Marino. Marino and DK collide there. DK on the slide, and that's going to be a foul. That one was pretty valid. That was
a good though. Yeah.
That was half ball, half player.
In fact, I'm surprised that wasn't a yellow. But I mean,
I'm happy it
seeing
wasn't a
as
yellow.
this ref's past calls, but
I mean, I'm happy it wasn't a yellow. but
happy it wasn't a yellow.
That's how you got to look at it. Sanchez now sets up from the 30, pretty much dead center. This was like a NFL play. If this was like a football kick, like a place kick, this would be the perfect angle. And the wall, I believe that is Ludlow. It doesn't matter. Free kick is up, headed away by Keegan. DK collects. Clears this one out. Sanchez and Rosen both going for it. Out of bounds, off of who? Off of GSB. The Knights give up a throw-in. Whistle down. And we're gonna do it again.
Saying that you went
Hooray.
too quick.
Throw here for Cesario. Aired away by GSB. Cesario picks up again. Moves over to Hunt. Hunt with a ton of room to work with. The pressure from Ferreira, playing it up to Carrascosa. Carrascosa under pressure. Oh! Carrascosa's pass bounced off the back of Ferreira, who immediately loses it back to Keegan. Now DK. DK plays it through to Nitai. That's out of bounds. MKA, however, get the corner.
Gill's showing some pretty good defense.
Gill's showing some pretty good defense, but they are bending. MKA does, I believe, have the momentum now. About 16 minutes left to go in this game. Carrascosa lines up for the corner. Loses one into the box. Falls to Keegan. Shoots. Saved there.
What a save.
Saved or blocked or something. Either way, GSB now have possession. Ludlow battling for it. Gives up to Judd. Judd playing it into midfield. Ferreira back to Judd. Chipping it up, looking for a cutting Sestaro. Keegan gets there first. Plays it easily to Jan. Hania chips this one forward and out. Finds Hunt. Hunt almost just got kicked in the face there. Being absolutely grabbed down there by Ferreira. MKA have to forget. Whoa, okay. That's a yellow. Unsportsmanlike. That is one of the most blatant unsportsmanlike calls I've seen in my life. He literally just kicked it for no reason. Just to time waste and all that. Wait for the whistle, Jan. We don't want it getting called back again. 15 minutes, 30 left to go, 2-1. Is that the fire alarm? Did you hear that?
For a second, I did think that was the fire alarm.
You heard that too. I'm not going insane.
You are not going insane.
All right, Jan sets up. Whistle is blown.
Bang.
Pena loops this one over. DK
What?
getting called for a push there on Marino,
Oh.
and no progress is going to get made. About 15 minutes left to go here. Zimbardo sets up. Shipping it forward now, Zimbardo. Looking to run onto it is Hunt. Ships it forward, out of bounds now. Another score update, same score at the girls' game. 1-0 DePaul with about 18 minutes left to go.
Do you know when the volleyball starts today?
That starts at 4. And I believe that will be a live stream. I don't think there's going to be commentary, but there will be a live stream for that, if you want to watch that. We're throwing here from Palmieri, run onto by Murray. Keegan managing to spin out Palmieri. Kicks it up to Karaskosa. Karaskosa cutting inside. Finds midfield, chipping this one up. Rizmanuski, and that is Henry Rizmanuski and Nitai both running after that. That's going to go out of bounds. Rizmanuski is going to take the throw for GSB. Rizmanuski, quick throw here. Finds Smith. Smith long balls it, header down by Cesario, cleared out by Sanchez. Running onto it is Naruki, absolutely bodied there by Ferreira. That's called out of bounds off of MKA.
Another controversial call in the stands.
Yeah. I mean, the general way you can tell if the call is fair, or at least for the Cougars or not, is the reaction from the parents here. GSB now working out. Marino plays the 1-2 with Ferreira, plays it into midfield to absolutely no one. Keegan gives to Karaskosa, who has a lot of room to run. Karaskosa is at his best when he has this much room. Running forward, cuts in the midfield, tripped up a bit, run onto by Rosen. Rosen gives it over to Keegan on this near wing. Keegan pauses for a minute, plays it to Rosen, bit of a risky maneuver. Palmieri clears it out, but MKA get the throw. Quick throw here taken by Rosen. Lucas, back to Rosen. Rosen trying to cut in, Palmieri slides it out of bounds, and another throw, this one right next to the corner flag for MKA. Rosen is not going to take it this time as Hunt runs over. That was not the spot of the, yeah, I was like, that was not the spot where it went out, but whatever. All right, now, with a lot less space to work with, Hunt gives it over to Rosen. Rosen on the outskirts of the box. Chips it in. Headed out by Nitai. Couldn't quite get the right angle on it. 12 minute 30 left to go in this game. Goal kick here, Zimbardo.
12 minutes left. And
I have faith. I don't know about you, but I have faith.
I have a lot of faith in this team.
I mean, just based on what I've seen, they've just been getting unlucky.
Agreed.
GSB clearance, corralled. Nope, not corralled in. Cesario's going to let that one roll out of bounds for the throw. Cesario. Quick throws it. Aired up by Ludlow. Taken back by GSB, however. Smith plays it forward, now with Sanchez. No pressure there now with Ferreira. Ferreira on that far wing, going up against Cesario. That one is out of bounds. Goal kick. That's out of bounds. No whistle blown, however. Sure. Finally letting that one go for a goal kick as Harry Morrow, not sure what he was trying to go for there, but whatever it was, it didn't work. There's now a bus. Don't know who it's for. Pena lining up the goal kick. Here's the whistle. Gives it straight to Cesario. Cesario on that far wing at about the 25, plays it into midfield looking for Keegan. Keegan now running over to this near wing. Has a couple of options in front of him. Plays it in midfield, Lucas. Lucas intercepted there by Marino, but falls to Cesario. Cesario playing this one forward, finds Ludlow. Ludlow back to Cesario. Ships this one in, Karaskosa trying to get onto it. Palmieri now with Rosen. Rosen faking a couple skill moves. Palmieri misses the slide tackle into the box. Cleared out there by Panetta. Hunt now to Carrascosa. Cuts inside. Lines up a shot deflected down there by a couple of people. Ludlow now collects for MKA. Lucas. Keegan is not Keegan. Cesario's still down. Cleared out once again. Hunt kind of bodying someone over. Sanchez now, some open space for GSB, gives it up to Judd. Judd going one-on-one up against... Whoa, good slide there by Jan to clear the danger. Hunt now charging forward once again. Hunt gets caught up in the slide by Judd, no call. Cesario, Keegan gets the call and the yellow. What is happening? What is happening? This is a genuine question. What was that?
Is a card going to be handed out?
Keegan got one.
Ooh.
For some reason. Despite the tackle immediately preceding that one being worse than the other. So, all right. Sure. Okay, he is Zimbardo now trying to move the ball forward, realizing he got caught, and now moving it backwards. The parents are agreeing with me. The first tackle was the foul. The second tackle was a tackle.
Yeah. And I think that the second tackle wouldn't have happened if the first tackle didn't happen.
If that was... I have no words. The first time in quite a bit, the voice of MKA TV has no words. I don't know what they're waiting. Oh, substitutions. I think they're trying to time waste when the time's frozen. This is
Normally
poetic.
do a lot of yellow cards get given out at...
Not typically. Into the box, into the safe hands of Pena on the catch, and Jan now scrambling with under 10 minutes left. Takes it himself on this near wing. Boots this one forward. Played right back in there by by Morrow. Hunt distributes it back to Naruki. Now right back to Hunt on this near wing. Ships it forward. Finds Carrascosa. Carrascosa running forward. Looking for DK. DK trying to run onto it. Up in a race against Panetta. DK gets it. 9 minutes. Outskirts of the box. Now gives it over to Rosen. Rosen fakes a pass. Beats it against Palmieri into the box. That's out of bounds behind the net. Nope, they're calling it a throw. All right. Substitution on the field. Keegan comes back on after his yellow card suspension. Noah Glossifer comes off in return. From throwing now, Hunt, I believe. Yes. Gives it over to Rosen. Rosen facing off against Ferreira. Plays that one into the box, cleared out by Smith. Judd running onto it for GSB. Gets a foot on it. And Naruki's not going to let that one roll out of bounds. Chipped back in. Headed away by Smith, I believe. Over the head of Sanchez. Naruki plays it right back in. Smith headers it right back out. Rosen headers it over to Hunt. MKA with possession. Along this near wing, Hunt gives it to Carrascosa. Carrascosa trying to cut inside. Fouled down there by Palmieri. No whistle called. Quick throw here for MKA. Hunt gives it to Rosen. Rosen's pass intercepted by Palmieri. Slid out. Another throw in for MKA. MKA now worked with under 8 minutes left.
One must appreciate the pace at which Blue plays.
Yeah, MKA is absolutely going breakneck right now. They have no time to waste. Chipped in now, Cesario. Keegan's header can't get onto it cleanly. Now taken by Lucas. Lucas fouled maybe there by Palmieri. Into the box, header off the post! Leaves the Carrascosa low roller. Oh, off the... That one went off of Renato Panetta. What a sequence there from the Cougars, however. How did none of those shots go in?
I do not know.
Wait, quick corner here. Hunt to Carrascosa. Into the box, cleared out by Rizmanewski. Falls to Cesario. Cesario now leaves it for Naruki. Naruki down this near wing to Hunt.
MKA absolutely have momentum. Hunt right back.
Oh,
Carrascosa looking to give it back. Sanchez
oh my
gets a
God.
foul called on him by... Is that another yellow?
Yes. Just handing out yellow
Just-
cards like it's candy.
I guess it's Valentine's Day now because everyone's getting cards.
You get a card.
You get a card. Everybody gets a card. Jeez.
I don't think that was as serious
I do not think it deserved the yellow. This is going to go down
6 minutes to make something happen.
just under 7, just about. I don't know if this is this might go down as one of the most controversially reffed final games in a while. Safe hands of Hania collect the free kick. Ludlow now playing it up, intercepted there by Morrow. Played right back. Glossifer collects. Looks to a wide open Hunt on this near wing. Hunt now gives it over to Carrascosa. Carrascosa up against Palmieri, now up against Ferreira. Can't beat both. Loses the ball. Rosen collects, however. Gives it over to Glossifer. Now with Naruki. Something I've noticed, I've watched a lot of this team. There's only 2 players that are true defenders currently on the field. Noah Glossifer gets a foul called for him. Brandon Ferreira tripped him up in midfield. And it's going to be a quick free kick here. Emphasis on quick, as just about 6 minutes left to go in this game. Now under. Carrascosa lines up from about the 43. Chips this one forward. Headed up by Ludlow. Punched away by Zimbardo. Rosen runs on. Shot is too high. Whistle down. Lucas comes off. No, Lucas comes back on. Coming off. Glossifer once again. Glossifer. I'm not sure. Do you know how to pronounce it?
Glossifer?
Glossifer? Okay. I'm not always 100% on pronunciations, so.
Neither am I.
Yeah. Zimbardo
What a kick.
clears this one out. Not sure who got onto that. Cleared out by Naruki.
Nice kick.
On there. Cleared out. Falls to the feet of Lucas. Lucas laterals it over to Keegan. Keegan has another lateral available. Uses it now with Hunt. Hunt deep on his own, on this near wing, under pressure from Palmieri.
Whoa!
Shoved down there. No call. Did he just go down? Trainer out on the field, time has stopped. So if they try to get some time wasting here, they're not getting it.
Roll them off. Stay up, Ray. Out of time. Stay up. Go, go.
Palmieri, I think, just kind of fell down there as that happened. Now, as I was talking about earlier, for the Cougars, there's only about 2 or 3 players I would qualify as true defenders on the field right now. No Cesario, Wes Naruki, and I guess Braden Keegan, but he's playing a lot more forward than he is usually. This team is playing quite a few more midfielders and attackers than normal. They're definitely focusing on this offensive push.
Yes.
He is up and walking, so clearly not as serious as you would expect. Score update from DePaul. It's looking a lot worse for wear from the Cougars. 3-0 down with just about, I think that's, I'm not sure how much time that is. I think that's 6 minutes.
Well,
Looks about that. By the way, they're going to come back from a 3-0 deficit.
it's hard.
Zimbardo clears it away as GSB take possession. It's a midfield, it falls. Ludlow slips over it, and now Ferreira running forward free. Chips it in, looking for Jackson Murray. Hania collects instead. Rolls it over to Cesario. Cesario.
Lots of sportsmanship on the field, even though you see, and you probably hear a lot of unsportsmanlike.
Complaining. Fall down, no foul on anyone. Running forward now is Naruki with some wide open space. Chips this one up to a darting Carrascosa, managing to keep it in bounds, stumbles a bit, keeps possession, falls down eventually, however. Cesaro clears this one out. Running onto it is Hunt. Collides with Murray. Keegan now, again, playing a lot more forward than he usually is, now with Nitai Menastanley. Nitai plays it in midfield, Lucas. Lucas down to this near wing with Rosen. Rosen playing it into the box. Falls to Hunt. Shot is blocked down. Rosen collects. Falls down there. That's a foul. Stop the clock. Clock is not stopped. Why isn't the clock stopped? Why isn't the clock stopped? When it's something like that, just let it rock.
Okay.
Stop the clock!
Clock is still not stopped. Koskosa takes the free kick as time continues to tick down. 27-yard line. Clock is still not being stopped. There's like 30 extra seconds to be here. Koskosa plays it in, cleared out by GSB. Koskosa trying to run onto it. Okay, not looking desperate, I would say, but looking motivated. Jan went up for that free kick. Cleared out by Lucas. Looks to smack his shin on someone else. Now Cesario on this near wing. Gives it over to Rosen. Rosen looking to get this one in the box. Off the foot of Cesario.
This is annoying.
There are 3 minutes left here. Ferreira running forward. Maruki, the lone defender.
What?
A foul. I'm pretty sure that Ferreira jumped into him.
What?
Maruki gets a yellow for that.
What a game.
This is quite the game, yeah. 2 minute 40.
2 minutes.
This game is absolutely coming down to the wire. MKA looking to have quite a bit of offensive momentum. Maybe spoiled or at least put on hold.
Oh, come on.
I don't want to be stuck in this cold for much longer, Kim. Also, we are running out of battery
We are.
very fast. Not sure why they're waiting. The clock is stopped. Quickly distributes now. Sanchez up against Nitai and Cesario. Falls to Glossifer. MKA with possession. Nitai plays it up. Rizmanowski intercepts, however. That one's going to roll out of bounds. MKA possession. 2 minutes 20 left to go. Now 2 minutes 15. Quick throw here. Finds DK. Intercepted there by Marino. Cesario charges forward. The ball goes into the away stands. Not sure who that's going to be out off of. MKA and GSB get the throw. Rizmanowski now. Glossifer comes off. Not sure who just came back on. Lucas wins it back. Ludlow plays it back now to Maruki. Keegan charging forward. Laterals it over to Hunt. Hunt with some room in front of him. And Karaskosa now. Under 2 minutes left to go. Charges inside, fakes a shot or a pass or something. Beats his defender again. Shot is blocked. Running onto it is Maruki. Maruki chips this one over everyone's head. Headed out by Smith. Running onto it, Rosen. Another dive ball from Ferreira. Ref doesn't fall for it this time. Into the box it goes! Keegan hammers it!
Let's go! Let's go!
2 minutes remaining!
Who was that?
Brayden Keegan!
Brayden Keegan!
Probably gonna have the battery power for overtime. And the wind just almost blew over our entire setup. I probably just threw out my voice.
Oh, with the clock!
But that's all okay. The Cougars have tied this one up.
No, 1:31.
1 minute 30 left for either team to score. Now they place it low now to Judd.
Wait, can you hold
Judd
the
intercepted
camera
one
for a
more time,
second?
yeah.
I just have to be, I'll be right back. Yeah. Braden. Of course, bro. They scored. Aubrey, can I have my phone? Aubrey, can I have my phone?
Yeah.
No, my hands are just cold. No, my hands are just cold.
Sure. What do you want?
Yeah. When my hands get really cold, they turn yellow.
Here, take your coat. I'll grab
I
mine.
know.
Oh, CJ.
Let's go! Come on, come on, come on!
Sudden death.
Absolutely. We'll be in just about 5 minutes. All right, welcome to the two greatest words in sports overtime. My name is Ian Tratner. Joining me here is
Gannett Sheridan.
and MKA and GSB are going to overtime in this sectional final. 2-2 after a last-minute winner by Braden Keegan that no one could hear me scream about, so I threw my voice out for nothing.
10 minutes of sudden death.
Golden
Whoever
goal
scores
soccer.
first-
Starting it off now, Giancarlo Sanchez. Right next to Brandon Ferreira. GSB is going to start this one out. Sanchez plays it right to Felipe Zimbato. Zimbato clears this one up. Cleared out by Max Ludlow. Running onto it, Nisai Menace-Stanley. And Harry Finn, they're calling that one out off of Finn. MKA get the throw. Quick throw here for Thomas Hunt.
And every call
never mind.
matters.
Yeah,
So
we've
much in sudden
complained
death.
quite a bit about the refs, so we're going to hope that they call this one straight down the middle. Gus Rosen now. Now CJ DK. DK playing it down the wing to Hunt. Hunt chipping this one in, no one can run onto it, cleared out by Renato Pineda. Rosen, they use it for Hunt along the far wing. Now over to Menace-Stanley, Nitai charging inside, into the box! Carrascosa can't get there, Zimbato gets there instead. Felipe Zimbato now in his net. If you're shaking, you should like.
Yo,
I know it's freezing. I'm shaking too, but like let the camera rock sometimes. Now Cesario plays it low, intercepted there by Derek Palmieri. Keegan collides with his own Braden Keegan collides with his own teammate, but manages to get Solomon Lucas clears this one forward. Michael Marino now with it. Loses it there. Palmieri intercepted there by Solomon Lucas. Gets to Cesario. Off the feet of Palmieri on this near wing. Quick throw in for MKA. Gets to Nick Carrascosa. Carrascosa centers to DK. DK looks to a wide open Hunt on that far wing, going completely coast to coast on the lateral. Ludlow. Rosen. On that near wing, cutting inside, chipping it into the box, looking for Nitai. Can't run onto it in time. That's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. This rate, we're losing 1 battery percentage per minute, so looking pretty good. Palmieri charging forward under pressure from Lucas. Gives it off to Robbie Judd. Judd loses it there to Wes Naruki. Centers it out to Ferreira. Ferreira now gives it to Jackson Murray, Ferreira, Ludlow battling for it. Ferreira now on that far wing. Under pressure from Ludlow. Gives it to Marino, back to Ludlow. Keegan looking to collect, out of bounds. That's a goal kick for MKA. Jan Haney to take the goal kick. Hania sets up, plays it short to Naruki. This is golden goal rules if you don't know. If you score 1, you win the game. Off the face of Hunt. They're calling that a handball. That went off his face. That's out of bounds off of the attempted pass. GSB get the throw, and the wind keeps blowing. Quick throw here falls to Ludlow. Now with Lucas. Lucas, one of the 2 goal scorers. Gives it right back to Ludlow along that far wing. Lowe gives it over to Nitai. Menace Stanley now forced backwards. Gives it over to Hunt. Hunt plays this one forward into no man's land. Cleared out by Finn. That one goes right into the pit. Thrown here for MKA, taken by Hunt in about the 38. Rosen gives it over to Lucas. Now Cesario. Cesario. Cougars on the outskirts of the box. Rosen. Carrascosa. Carrascosa up against Andrew Smith. Carrascosa is trying to be his defender still. Double team now. Palmieri loses it back to Cesario. Cesario gives it right back to Carrascosa. Cesario loses it there, forcing it out. That one's going to roll out of bounds right in front of that massive crowd. That means you can't see what we're talking about. And Cesario now to take the throw. Carrascosa. Cesario. Back to Carrascosa along this near wing under pressure from Palmieri. Absolutely gets taken down there. I don't disagree with the not call, but I don't necessarily agree with it.
What?
That's not a foul. Nitai was running forward and took a step backwards, and then the guy fell down. Either way, it's going to be a free kick. Zimbato charging forward, headed up by Murray. This roster is now incredibly beat up, so I can barely read some of the names. Hunt now to take the throw off of GSB, kicks it out. Why is it getting colder?
Remind me next time we bring gloves.
Didn't you get offered gloves?
Yeah,
Someone goes out of bounds.
I don't want to take gloves from my advisor.
Okay, sure. Lucas heads the one out, now falls to Ferreira of GSB. Ferreira under pressure from Hunt. Hunt clears that one out, throwing in a dangerous position, but as I've said this in the past and I'll say it again, throwing is better than a goal. It's better to have a questionable, not guaranteed opportunity than a guaranteed one. Throw not taken by Panetta. Renato Panetta to take it. Sets up, further back for the long throw here. Into coverage, DK heads that one out. Falls right back to Panetta, however. Into the box it goes, past everyone. Jan keeps it in bounds. What a dive there from Hania. The good kind of dive, not the bad kind. Throws it quickly now to Hunt. Now to Carrascosa, leaves it for Hunt. Hunt plays this one up to Nitai. Nitai gets absolutely tripped over. That's not a foul, and they're calling that GSB possession. Sure. Yeah. About 3:30 left to go in this part of overtime. Ludlow collects. Now gives it to Maruki. Past Lucas it goes, cleared out by GSB. Falls to Keegan. Keegan can't quite get it cleanly. Judd running out. He needed to slide and save it.
Oh, here we go.
Out of bounds. Down he goes. Time is stopped. This one I think is that one was real. Jan slid into him. It's not a foul because it was incidental, but yeah, that one does not look good. Trainer's kind of being called out on the field. Well, I hate to have to do this, but we here at MKA TV understand that soccer is a high-speed, high-intensity, high-contact sport, which leads to the opportunity of injuries. While we obviously do not hope that they occur, we know that they can occur. So we here at MKA TV hope that any injury that might happen is not long-lasting, not significant, and causes the least amount of pain possible with minimal recovery time. That way, the athlete can get back to playing the sport that they love as quickly and as comfortably as possible. Judd is back on his feet, kind of limping off there.
Great sportsmanship from Jan.
Yeah, he understands that he kind of made a mistake. He checked on the player.
Low power, low battery.
We are running out of battery, and also everyone is running out of time. Not sure where the ball is going to start from. Oh, there it is. Found it. Throw in basically right in front of the MKA bench. Like I can see Matthias.
So no foul called.
No foul called. That was just incidental contact. They both ran forward. He got the ball, and then just his momentum kept him going. Quick throw in here for GSB. Finds Ferreira. Intercepted by Rosen, out of bounds. GSB get another throw here. We are racing against both the clock and the battery. What are we on now? Oh, no. That's not good. GSB now, Ferreira up against Hunt. Another throw in here for GSB. Under 3 minutes left to go in this half of overtime. Going over to take it is Panetta. Long throw off the head of Lucas, I believe, and out of bounds. That's going to be a corner here for GSB. Corner is what you hate to see if this is what you love to see if you're an offensive team in a golden goal scenario, because these give you the best opportunity possible to score besides a penalty. Lining up for the corner is Sanchez. Lifts this one into the box. Everyone's falling down. Ball is finally taken out. Cesario running forward. 2 minutes remain. Cesario with a lot of open space. Forced off the ball. Stays on his feet. Fouled down. Time is stopped. And well done there by Noah. Yellow card there for, let me check who that is 1 second. Yellow card there for Harry Morrow. Coming on Henry Rusmanuski. Just under 2 minutes remain here as Carrascosa lines up to take the free kick from the 41-yard line. Pretty much the entire Cougar roster is in the box, save for Jan and a couple of defenders. Carrascosa. The entire place has gone silent. We got spirit fingers coming from the student section. I gotta be quieter too. Carrascosa sets up. Forward he goes. Into the box. Well struck. Headed up, but not quite out by GSB. Falls on Lucas. Lucas turns around. Cleared out there by Panetta. That one's going to roll out of bounds. Trust me, it is right in front of the student section crowd. Quick throw in here from Ludlow into Carrascosa. Now back to Ludlow into the box. Zimbato collects. This one's going long. Zimbato. Back into midfield. Ludlow and Zimbato battling up against it. They're calling that a handball. That got kicked by Ferreira into Ludlow's hand. I don't know, like...
I think that's allowed.
Like,
I think that's allowed.
like literally, if you didn't see, like, he was kind of, like, over Zimbardo, no, over Ferreira, and it got kicked up into his hand. It's not much he can do about that. Zimbardo, you can take camera back. Zimbardo now, we have stayed on 7% battery for like 5 minutes, thank God. Under a minute now. Into the box, into the goal. Good save there by Jan. Well done there, maybe saving the game. Jan is down, holding his head. Time has stopped. Oh no. What a save, but it might have come at a cost. Crowd is crowding around Jan. He's sitting up. Again, I don't want to go into the injury spiel again. He has stood up. Is he staying in the game? Yes, he is! No, he's not. I think it's because it was a head injury. He has to be taken off. No. I think it. I think it's because they think it's a head injury, so he has to be taken off. In comes backup Joseph Morante. Joseph is excellent in his own right. He is also a very good goalie.
Joseph Morante going in. Oh my gosh.
Now Joe, another excellent goalie, but Jan's just kind of in another class, with all respect to everyone. 50 seconds remain, another corner kick. Jan just got taken out.
Just gotta get it out.
Jan ready to go back in at a moment's notice. He's standing at the scorer's table. Again, I think they just forced him to go out.
That was a close call.
Yep. 50 seconds. Whistle blown. Lines up the corner. Into the box. Headed away! Rasmuski runs on. Low shot. Blocked away by Lucas. Cleared out by Ludlow. Cleared back in by Palmieri. Kept in by Smith. No, it's not. Quick throw here for MKA. 35 seconds. Cesario rolls it over to Naruki. Substitution on the field. Jan coming back in. Nope. Not okay. That just wasted like 5 seconds, and now we're wasting another 5 seconds. Keegan, Braden, you got 15 seconds, my guy. Go fast. 10 seconds. Keegan. 10. 9. Keegan runs forward, takes himself into the box, flips over. That hits someone in the stands, and I think Keegan just cramped up 2-1. That's going to do it for this first part of overtime. Couple of unfortunate injuries for the Cougars, especially one that came at that last moment, but MKA TV will hopefully return with at least some battery power for the second half of overtime. See you in just a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Overtime here. We are working with, my name is Ian Tratner. We are currently working with about 4% battery on this iPad, so if this stream does suddenly end, we are going to hope to get it back up as soon as we possibly can. MKA, GSB currently tied in the sectional final, 2-2 going into the second half of overtime. And so Nick Carrascosa now sets up. We do have a solution for the battery issue. The thing is that the mic quality will now be a whole lot worse. Carrascosa now sets up, passes it back to Max Ludlow. I forgot to start the clock. Ludlow chips this one up. That works. Kevin Palmieri on that far wing. He's now back to Noah Cesario. Cesario, still working on that far wing. Gives it Carrascosa, Cesario. Wes Naruki now centers to Braden Keegan. Keegan now up to Cesario. Again, the mic quality has just gotten a whole lot worse, but this is going to be worth it in the end as GSB now on the counter. Running forward now, I believe that is Michael Marino. Marino now laterals it over to Carlos Cesaro. Cesaro looking to go coast to coast now with Giancarlo Sanchez. Sanchez long shot, hits the back of Max Ludlow's head. Forward now, Glasser. Shot from Marino goes over the bar into the top of the net. Maybe this will hit the net there, but it did not. I have to stand right next to the iPad now in order to be heard. We have power. We have now set up a very long charger, which is going to replace the mic setup, but that's okay. because we need power to cover this. Hania. And Hania clears this one up. Falls eventually to the feet of Nitai Stanley. Nitai gives it over to Lucas. Lucas running forward, trying to play it through to Carrascosa. Felipe Zimbato collects instead. Well done there by Nitai. Zimbato. That one arcs down, finds Sanchez. Taken back by MKA. Ludlow gives it over to Cesario. Cesario chipping this one up. Back by Andrew Smith. Header down by Carrascosa. Cleared out by Smith. Falls to the feet of Ferreira. Lucas and Ferreira fighting for it. Lucas wins. Leaves that one for Thomas Hunt. Hunt now. Gives it over to Noah Glossifer. Glossifer to Naruki. Naruki leaves this one now. Hunt. Back over to Glossifer. Naruki. Slides that one over to Cesario, now centers to Keegan. Keegan got checked out during the break. Still a bit beat up, but it's looking okay right now. Hunt plays it through, trying to find a dart in Nitai. Nitai didn't quite dart well enough. And now it's a free kick here, or goal kick for Zimbato. Zimbato moves this one up, off the head of Glossifer, almost into the student section, out of bounds either way. Quick throw here. Sestaro leaves that for Harry Morrow. Morrow's pass intercepted there by MKA. Long shot from Jackson Murray, straight into the safe hands of Hania, and MKA take possession back. Hania boots this one long and forward. They're down there by Harry Finn. Falls to Hunt. Take it back. I just instinct, sorry. Hunt now, under pressure from Ferreira. Centers to Lucas. Right back to Hunt it goes. Foul. I'm pretty sure Ferreira's already working with the yellow, so if he gets one more, he's cooked, so to speak. Here's Costa now to take the free kick. He's at the, I want to say the 28-yard line. Carrascosa played into the box. Headed away there by Renato Pineda. Headed up by Sanchez, now collected by Marino. Marino pushing forward, loses it there. Cesario plays it over to Gus Rosen. Rosen charging forward, chips it into the box, looking for Carrascosa. Finds him. So it's into the box. Nitai can't collect. Clear. Maybe a handball. Might be cleared out by either. Cleared out by Glossifer. That might have been a handball. Long ball now. Murray turns, runs, under pressure, loses it. Plays it back to Ferreira. Ferreira on this near wing, under pressure. Plays it back now to Morrow. Morrow now over to Marino. Marino under pressure from Ludlow. Sanchez. Palmieri now with... Now up that touch line. Pass from Cesario goes out of bounds. Thrown here for Palmieri, I believe. It's either Palmieri or Sestaro. It's kind of far. Can't quite tell. And taken by Morrow. Played back. Pressing now, Nitai. Andrew Smith now goes to Pineda. Pineda. Intercepted there by MKA and Naruki. Currently being dragged down by Sanchez. Recall the foul. Free kick for MKA with under 5 minutes left to go. Just about 4 minutes 20. Hania sets up for the free kick. Taking it from just about the 30-yard line, right next to the 30-yard hash. Annette and I are both freezing our everything's off. Big mover there from Jan. Headed out there by Pineda. Beat out by Sanchez. Falls to the feet of Keegan, who clears it right back in. Looking to be in a lot of pain, however. That goes out of bounds now. What? Yeah, Braden Keegan. Starro headed down by Glossifer. Maruki leaves this one for Hania. Murray kind of baiting Hania a little bit. Keegan stretching and trying to stay in during this crucial moment, but it's not really a stick. Hania boots this one way forward. Head away. Header down there. Now taken by Nitai. Nitai chips this one up. Lucas trying to run onto it. Can't quite do it. Now taken by Marino. Marino still running forward. He's one defender. Marino trying to leave it for Murray. Murray shoots. Good save there by Jan. Almost lost it. And managing to finally keep it.
That was scary.
That was a bit scary. I'm not sure if the mic can hear you anymore. It's over there now. Yeah. Hania sets up from Keegan is still limping around. Booted way up. Looking for Nitai. Headed forward by Nitai, but no one is there. And that's gonna Zambato.
Out! Yo, nobody's.
They're not calling that out, even though that was out off of what's the word? Zambato.
Why is no one? The rest is facing the opposite direction.
I do not understand. Zambato now? Ooh, voice crack there. Zambato. Long pass headed up by Naruki. Headed down in a very weird way by Hunt. I don't know why he did that instead of just kicking it. Murray gives chase. Hania picks it up. Under 2 minutes left. Just about 1:45. Clock is a bit slow.
Let's go!
That's okay. Seem to steady out at about 9%. Hania, I think so. Rosen leaves to collect. Hunt off of Rosen, head up by Lucas. Played in now. Nitai takes it in the center. I thought he was going to go forward. Instead, he goes backwards with this one, finding Cesario on the far wing. Cesario bringing this one into midfield. Lucas gets a touch on it, cleared out, however, by Morrow. Now taken by Ludlow. Ludlow into Rosen. Risky back heel there to Lucas, but he collects. Now back down to Ludlow. Plays into Rosen. Takes his pause, spins out. His fake out his defender. Finds a cut. That pass hits Nitai. Now charging forward with it is Smith. Smith plays it forward to Murray. Murray leaves that for Marino. Marino to an offside Smith. And they're waving that flag. That's going to be a free kick. 40 seconds remain in this period of overtime, and we might be going to penalties. 30 seconds remain. Hania runs up to take a free kick. He has no time, dude. You got to go fast. Hania, Jan, bud.
One might want to go into penalties.
I mean, I would trust him. Booting this one forward. Under 20 seconds. Zoom has a shot. Header down there by Finn. Collected, however, by Rosen on the outskirts of the box. 10 seconds. Rosen under pressure. Forced down. Foul. No foul. Out of bounds. They're going to have to take this corner quick. Nope, never mind. There's the overtimes, and I think we might be going to penalties now. I don't even know how to score that. I think that... Jan hyping up the crowd here. Jan is excited, and I do believe we are going to penalties. So, stop the clocks. Everyone remember that the score is 2-2, because the way we're going to keep track of made and missed penalties is going to be through the scoreboard. I feel like that's just the best way to do it right now.
I agree.
So, is it even worth muting the mics? Actually, I think they're going to have a solid break here. So, we're going to see you in just... All right, ladies and gentlemen, everyone remember that the score is... I can't change this. I can't go down. I can't go down. It won't work.
Edit? Oh no, that's the edit though.
Okay, so welcome back to
We'll just
MKA
start
TV.
0-0.
My name is Ian Tratner, and
Pretend it's 0-0.
pretend it's 0-0 here as we go into penalties. First up to take a penalty for MKA, Nick Carrascosa going up against Felipe Zambato.
Yo, he looks so good. He's just like
Nick is immune to pressure. I've seen this man in so many high-stress scenarios, just a complete straight face, focused on business. When he locks in for soccer, he is locked. Nothing can take him out. My name is Ian Trotter, joining me again at Sheridan, and Carrascosa backs up, lines up the Zimbato and net. Okay, the net is not looking. Whistle's blown. Carrascosa shot into the net. It goes. That's a penalty for MKA. Hania now lines up. Nick hyping the crowd up as he leaves. Jan Hania enters the net for the Cougars. MLS next player. The senior is committed for Harvard University.
It could be that could be one of Nick's last goals.
That might be Nick's one of Nick's last goals. Hania lines up against Brandon Ferreira. The 6'7" Harvard commit MLS next player lines up against Ferreira. The net is now crouched down, basically praying. Ferreira. Shot. Off the crossbar! Too much power on it, and the Cougars are now up a penalty. Jan needs to... Okay, stepping up next for it, Max Ludlow up against Zimbato. Ludlow, a guy I was talking to Gannett about during the break, someone who might not 100% show up on the stat sheet, but absolutely an integral part of this team. Or at least he might show up on the stat sheet as an assister, but he doesn't score a lot of goals, but clearly he's good at penalties. He's a second taker. Ludlow lines up. The net is still not looking. Cheats a look. Into the net it goes! MKA has made two! Stepping up now, Giancarlo Sanchez. I think if I remember how penalties work correctly, if Jan saves this one or if Sanchez misses this one, it might be over. Although it might need one more. We'll judge it based on the reaction. Sanchez steps up. Jan is ready. Sanchez maybe looks a bit rattled. Looks over at his bench. Takes a lot of steps back. Hania looks calm, as collected as ever. Energetic, ready to pounce. Goes into the net. Now it's 2-1 MKA. MKA still up a penalty. Stepping up for the third, Gus Rosen. Rosen now. The net is turned away once again. I am personally, I have never been more engaged. Never been more engaged. Rosen steps up. Into the net again! Cougars have 3 for 3 so far. That was an absolute dart straight to the bottom corner. Hania now, stepping back into the net. Up against Renato Pineda. I do believe if he saves this one, the entire thing is over.
But if they make it till 5 and we make all of ours,
if we just have to, again, the Cougars just have to make 2 more in order to be victorious. For their third penalty. He steps. Ooh, nice job into the top corner. Jan dived for that one, but couldn't quite get onto it. Nitai now stepping up for the fourth MKA penalty. Again, MKA just has to make 2 more. Doesn't matter about the other ones. MKA just have to make 2 more. Nitai Menace Stanley, the senior, the captain. He's kind of an all-arounder here. He's going to show up on the stat sheet one way or another. One of the more talented players I've had the opportunity to see of the senior class. Nitai steps up against Zimbato. Shot. Into the net! Another bottom corner! Now, quite literally, if Jan saves this one, the game is over.
No pressure.
And we got people from the parking lot screaming out in support. I'm pretty sure this might be the most intense moment I've ever called, so I better give it some good darn commentary. Stepping up here, Michael Marino. Marino lines up against Jan. Makes the stop! Cougars win! Your Cougars are champions! Once again! Wheeling away in celebration, fans are storming the fields. This is heroism! Jan Hania saves the Cougars season, wins them the championship, etches his name in Cougar history forever! The Cougars win an absolute nail-biter! 4-2 on penalties after a 2-2 finish. Your Cougars are sectional state champions once again! Keegan's taking his shirt off. The fans have stormed the field. That was one of the greatest games I've ever seen. I mean, despite all of the referee controversies, the Cougars powered through, got the equalizer with less than 2 minutes remaining in the final in the half. Braden Keegan, again, still with his shirt off, and I think this is like 40-degree weather. All right, Ganette's leaving. I'm gonna stay on. I gotta say a few words, show the trophy presentation and all that. But if you were just here for the game, you got one heck of a game. MKA win, 4-2 on penalties after a 2-2 finals, after a 2-2 score after regulation and overtime. MKA are sectional state champions. Okay, we're gonna switch back to the good mics here just for a second as the team starts wheeling away in celebration to say that this might have been the last boys soccer game or soccer game in general that I called for MKA TV. Cheers from the crowd here, and rightfully so, as your Cougars are champions. But again, this might be the last game I call for MKA TV, at least in soccer. Like I'm gonna be here for the rest of the spring season, the winter season, but this might be the last soccer game, might be the last fall game I call for MKA TV. So I'd like to say it's been an honor talking to you guys. For the soccer players who are probably maybe watching this back, it's been incredible watching you guys play, and you gave me one hell of a game to go out on for the spring season or the fall season. But right now, the focus is rightfully so all on the players. They are gathering, waiting for the trophy presentation. This is the second one that they've had. Round of applause there. Captain Zik Karaskosa, Nitai. Hey! State champions! One more time! Hey! Now Nitai. Hey! Charlie
the Wolf gets it. Hey! Jan gets it now. The hero. Hey! Lucas Furlong, I believe, is on the phone right now. MKA alum, soccer star, currently at Kenyon. And as they set up to take the photo, I'm not going to get a post-game interview this time because I do not have the battery for that. But once again, I would like to say it's been an honor calling your guys' games for the boys soccer team's been an honor calling you guys' games over the years. You gave me maybe the best game I've ever called to end out on because I don't know where the season goes after this. But once again, to end this off, your Cougars are NJSIAA non-public B sectional state champions. Or to simplify it, they're sectional state champions. Well, as they walk off to meet with their coaches, I believe I'm going to end it here. So thank you for a wonderful season. Thank you for a wonderful 3 years of fall sports. And thank you for watching, most importantly. So, my name is Ian Tratner. I am your voice of the Cougars. You are watching MKA TV, your home for Cougar Nation and the Prep B and non-public B state champion MKA Cougar boys soccer team. MKA TV signing off. I'll see everyone next time. Hope everyone has a great rest of their afternoon and a great Friday tomorrow because I don't have any games then. So once again, have a great rest of your day.